Hey guys, and welcome back to Tech TV. In this video, we'll be doing a simple 3D logo animation in After Effects. So, before we begin into the tutorial, here's a small demo of what you'll be learning in this tutorial. So, let's begin with the tutorial. First of all, to start, we need to create two compositions. To do that, there's three ways. First way, you can click here where it says new composition, or you can come down here where with this icon and click on it to create a new composition. Or the last one where you can click here, composition and new composition. So once you click on new composition, the first composition we're going to be naming it logo, and we're going to leave and we're going to put the size 500 by 500 and leave all the settings like this. Feel free to change it if you want, but for me, I like it. So I'm gonna click OK. I'm gonna create a new composition. So I'm gonna go down here, click on that, and I'm gonna change the settings to 1920 by 1080. I'm gonna leave the settings as it is. I'm just gonna change this to S for short for assembly. I'm just gonna leave it like that. And then in the logo composition, I'm gonna drop down my logo for me, which is a hazard sign. I'm gonna toggle transparency, which is here, which it's gonna basically put your image behind a transparent background. So I'm just gonna scale my logo down. I'm just gonna scale it about 60. Now I'm gonna go back to the assembly composition. I'm gonna create a new solid. To do this, I'm gonna go to File, New. Whoops, wrong one. I'm gonna go to Layer, New, Solid, or the shortcut Command Y on the MacBook. Solid, and I'm gonna just leave it like that. Don't fill it with. If you want, change the color from white to anything else, but for me, I'm just gonna leave it white. So hit OK and OK. Now I'm gonna drop down my logo composition. I'm gonna drop it above this, and to move on further, first we have to apply a code. Don't get scared. It's not a large one. It's just a simple one. To do that, we're gonna click on this arrow, drop down, transformation, and then find position, and then before we apply the code we want to turn the 3D layer on, which is here. Now Alt, click on the stopwatch next to position, and then now we're going to enter a simple code: bracket position bracket another bracket 0 bracket close comma position bracket 1 bracket comma index. If you want, you can copy it off my screen, or I'll leave a link in the description so you can copy paste it. Then now I'm just gonna click it somewhere around here, so I'm just gonna click it there. Now after we have this, now it's for the fun time. Now to make our logo 3D, we have to duplicate the logo layer. To do this, we hit Command D on the Mac, and then we do it probably as much as we want. For me, I'm gonna do it about a couple more. I've done about 38 layers. Now, to see whether it's 3D or not, we have to create a camera. To do this, you go to Layer, New, Camera. I don't know anything about the camera layer settings, so I'm just gonna leave it like that, not fiddle with anything. And then I'm just gonna probably name it Cam 1. So in case I want to change my animation from one camera to the other one, it's good to keep it organized and name it Cam 1. So hit OK. Now I'm just gonna drag the camera up all the way to the top one, because I don't want to keep on going down, so I'm gonna put it as layer 1. Now if I hit C, as you can, and when you see the rotation icon and then I rotate it, you can see it's 3D, as you can see. But if you wanted to make it even more beveled and even more extruded, you can go to just scroll down and go to the last layer, which is layer number 39 for me, and then you can keep on duplicating it until you like that style. For my logo, it's black colored and I don't like it, so I'm gonna add a bit of metallic. So I'm gonna go to my logo composition, and then I'm gonna drag down any image, texture, or anything you want. For me, I got some metal gradient textures. If you want these textures, I'll leave a link in the description, so feel free to download them. I'm gonna choose layer number 3. I'm gonna drag it underneath this one. To make this texture go onto my logo, I'm gonna go down to track matte. If you don't see this, toggle the switches here, and then you should be able to see track matte. Select this one and then click on alpha matte 500, whatever your logo name is. So once you click that, now you can see that the texture has applied to our logo. Now if I go back to my assembly layer, as you can see, my logo is now ready. Now we've got all the basics. Now we just have to make our logo even better. So I'm just gonna go to the position. I won't fiddle with anything right now. To make our logo a little bit better, I'm gonna go to FX and presets, type drop, and then now you should see drop shadow. To apply the drop shadow, I'm gonna scroll down to the last layer, which is layer number 46, and I'm gonna add the drop shadow to layer 46. And then I'm gonna come down here into drop shadow, increase the distance. I'm gonna put it 25. And then as you can see, it gives it a bit of more effect into it, and it makes it look more 3D. So I'm gonna go to position. Before I go to that, I'm just gonna rotate it back to let me just go back to C. Hit C to bring back this. Now, as you guys can see, that shadow. To make it even better, I'm gonna go to the first layer, which is layer number 2. I'm gonna go to type bevel, and you bring bevel alpha onto it. And as you can see, it gives this bevel look to it. I'm gonna probably fiddle with the settings. I'm gonna probably change the edge thickness to probably 5. Feel free to change it to whatever you feel like, because it might vary from me to you. So fiddle with this. Now let's go down to animating it. So to animate this, hang on. Before I animate this, I'm gonna change the background. I'm gonna scroll down all the way to the last layer, which is layer number 47, and then the solid is white solid. Now I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna go to Effect. I'm gonna come down to Generate. From Generate, Gradient Ramp. I'm gonna zoom out a bit. I'm gonna zoom out probably 50%. Oops. I'm gonna zoom out 25%. I'm gonna change it from linear ramp to radial ramp. I'm gonna swap the colors. I'm gonna change it from black. Let's go for a purple. Now I'm gonna take this purple. I'm gonna put the layer down here. I'm gonna take the black. I'm gonna put it down there. So put the purple up there. I'm gonna take the dot. I'm gonna push it back like that. And now I'm gonna ramp scatter it. Probably to 10. For me, the background looks nice. If you want, feel free to change the color. Feel free to change the settings and fiddle with it to your likings. Now we're gonna get back to the camera. So what I want to do is I'm gonna change the position. I want it to go back in Z space, which is the third one in position. I'm gonna push it back. I'm gonna hit the stopwatch. If you don't hit the stopwatch icon, your animation won't be animated. So I'm gonna now move about 10 seconds into composition. And now I'm gonna push my logo forward from Z space. And while it's doing that, I want to rotate it a bit. So for the rotation, I'm gonna come here to Layer, New, Null Object, and I'm gonna parent the camera to the null. To do this, as you can see, there's this swirly icon here. I'm gonna click on, I'm gonna drag it to the null, and then you should see parent and link, and it should be to the null. Now I'm gonna go to the rotation for the null. I'm gonna make it 3D, and I'm gonna rotate it 90 degrees on the floor. I'm gonna hit the key stopwatch icon and buy it back to 10 seconds. I want it 0 back to normal degrees angle. I also want it Y rotation. No, I don't want Y rotation. Z. Yeah, I'll put Z. I'll put it to 90 degrees. Hit the stopwatch icon. 10 seconds. And I'm gonna make it 0 degrees back to normal. And then I'm just gonna put the quality quarter so my system doesn't hang up. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna play through that. As you can see, my animation looks already good, but to bump it up and to make it more smoother, I wanna select both of the layers. I'm gonna hit U. What U basically does is it's a shortcut to bring up all the keyframes you have for those both layers. I'm gonna go to the last one. I'm just gonna go to 10 seconds. I'm gonna make all the keyframes align to 10 seconds mark. This one's currently on 9. Once I'm done that, I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna select all my layers, and I'm gonna go click on this line here. Before I do that, I forgot one step. I need to select all my layers. I'm gonna right click. Whoops. Oh, oopsie daisy. Select them. Right click on them, and then choose Easy Ease. Oh, yep, there we go. Keyframe assistance and Easy Ease. What this basically does is it smooths out your animation. So now if we play through it, it'll just make it a little bit more better. Now, to make it even better for my taste, I'm gonna go here where you can see this, where it says Graph Editor. I'm gonna click on it. I'm gonna choose this right here, as you can see. I'm gonna push it back this way. Oh, I'm moving the wrong one. I'm gonna select this one, and I'm gonna push that one. Oh, again I did the wrong one. Okay, I'm gonna select that. I'm gonna push it towards the left. What that does is, from the starting till about 4 seconds, in between 2 and 4 seconds, it's gonna speed it up, and then from 4 seconds, it's gonna gradually slow down. To put it in perspective, this is how it's gonna look like, and then it's gonna go like that. To me, that looks good. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Hope you like it. If you like this video, please subscribe and like, and see you guys in my next video.